Good evening to all. Hope my voice is audible and please confirm whether my screen is visible or not. Anyone, voice and screen both are fine. I will continue. Yes, okay. I will start in 2 minutes. Okay, everyone clear? Yes, my voice is clear. Fine. Okay, I will start the session. So, in the last session, we discussed the concept of keys. There, what we discussed, the first one we discussed is unique key. The first one is unique key. What is the unique key? Briefly, I will revise. What is the unique key? The simply a column which consists of unique values, even null also repeated one time. So such a thing is unique. Then we move to primary key. The purpose of primary key is a field or set of fields are taking unique value and then composite, in a sense, combination of more than one field. Each field may or may not contains unique values, but by that combination we are identify the and the last we discussed foreign key, and most of the members are worry about foreign key. And anyway, first 10 minutes again I will repeat the foreign key in detail and then move to the next topic. Okay, now don't worry. So foreign key. This is the problem for you in the last session. Most of the members asked that. What is a foreign key? Remember, in foreign key means you have two tables. You have two tables. Table one consists of some set of fields. Table 2 consists of some set of fields. For example, assume the first table is some student table. It consists of student ID, student name, for example, marks, etc. Some details. Another table is department table. This is second table. It consists of department ID, department name, suppose department phone number, etc. and SID. Now, you observe one thing in this student ID is the primary key. Student ID is the primary key. Student. Now, this department table also consists of this student ID. And here, this student ID is called foreign key. Now, what is the meaning of this one? The primary key of one table acts as a foreign key in the other table. Simply, it provides a relationship between two tables. I think you understand. It provides a relationship between the two tables. So, in simple, student is called the parent table, department is called the child table. Department is called the child table. Okay. Now, in this way, we are writing the foreign key. Now, I will show you. Open my. Don't worry. Once you are okay, then only we will move. So, password is root. Use just or else create database. Some database name practice. Again, start from the new, create database practice. In that particular database, suppose use my database name is practice. Again, newly I am creating the tables. To avoid confusion, newly I am creating the tables. Create table, my table name, so student. So why? Because in our regular database with the student name, I created multiple tables with some operations, subqueries operations. I created multiple tables. Take the fresh one. Create table name, same user, that is student ID. The data type is integer. If you want, you can give the values, or I am not interested, then you can use this step increment. I also explained auto increment in the sense at the time of inserting, you no need to give the value. They are taken 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on automatically, and make this one as the primary key. Make this one as the primary key. Next, suppose student name some varchar of 20. Student name some varchar of 20. If you want to give, you can give not null. Parallel I will explain. Not null means you compulsory give the value. For example, student email, whatever it is. Field names are your choice. Varchar of some 40. If you want, give not null. See, table is created. DASC student table is created with three parameters. Observe null means no, means already it is a primary key, means by default it is not null. Remaining two are also not null, and the SID is termed as auto increment. Now create one more table. Create table. Suppose the table name, I think same, use the same names. Department. Now my aim is this table consists of a foreign key. This is my aim. This table consists of a foreign key. What are the fields I need? Suppose department ID. What I need? Department ID, integer, as usual, auto increment. Each table have what's primary key. So department ID is the primary key. Now department name, some varchar of some 20. This is the name of the department. Now SID. Compulsory one field must be common. Which field? Whatever the primary key in the main table, that needs to be common in this my table. SID, the data type is integer. Now understand how do I written at the time of creator? Foreign key. If you want, you can write the indexes also. Anyway, right now you don't know index. By the end of this, I will explain index. Again, move back. No back. So, foreign key. Already you know. Once the table is created, at last, if you have a primary key, you will return primary key bracket user ID, primary key bracket student ID, primary key employee ID. So here you can write the column, or after creation all the columns you can write at the end. Foreign key. What is the foreign key? SID is the foreign key. Clear? Now this foreign key, this foreign key references which table? It references, it references student table only. It references student table of SID. Now you got my point. Foreign key is student ID. This foreign key references, that is, it refers SID of student table. Again, same. This is the error you got in the last session. Yes or no? So anyway, we rectified. Now I will rectify these error. Read and understand carefully. Create table, table name. Here what you given? Department ID. It is integer. Auto increment. Now so create okay, this. Yes, now this one. Create table student SID. Oh sorry, I am updating the student table. Where is department? Now see this one. Primary. Anyway, don't worry. Understand. Create table department. So this department consists of department ID, which is int. So auto underscore increment, make this one as the primary key. Clear? Now department name, this is varchar of 20. If you want, you can make not null. That is not a problem. SID, what table? Say SID, which is integer. EIGR foreign key. Foreign key references, references. Table is student of SID. Okay, here what happened means previously some spelling mistake only, foreign spelling mistake only. That is the thing. Suppose DESC department. Yes or no? DSC department. Now understand the SID of the department table acts as the foreign key. Acts as the foreign key of the student table. Simply it references the student table. That is the concept here. Foreign key is created. Immediately I said some points. Anyway, I will apply that one and close. No problem. What are the references? I think you remember on delete, on update, references actions. For example, at the time of foreign key creation, suppose if I used the constraint on delete, what happens? What happens? Referenced table on update. If you are doing that one, what happens on the reference table? I think you remember cascade. 1 point set null is 1 point, restrict is 1 point. What is mean by cascade? Cascade in the sense, if you are doing a modification in one table, it completely affects the other one. For example, if you are deleting or updating whatever it is, remember, if you are deleting or updating a row in the child table, a row in the child table, when the referenced parent table row is also deleted or updated, simply the link is formed. Whatever you are doing, the updated also. Set null in the sense, instead of updating whatever the modification you done at one place, simply the value set to null in another place. Restrict means, so it is not possible to do whatever the modifications you done at one place, it does not affect the other place, it does not affect the other place. Clear? So here I am not using any constraint. So first we will discuss the basic how to create a foreign key. I think everyone know how to create a foreign key. Sir, I want to add some constraints after creation. If you want to add some constraints, alter same procedures. Table name, alter table name. For example, assume my table is department, alter table department. Now add, same we are adding the column in the same sense, add constraint. Add constraint means some condition. For example, you can give any name. This is my name. Like department, the constraint is my name. Add constraint, this one, same. Foreign key. What is the foreign key for my example? SID. This is everything is same. References SID. After that, so this is the normal creation procedure, and at last you are writing on delete cascade, you are writing on update cascade. Instead of cascade, you can write set null, you can write restrict. One more is also there, you can write no action. Like this, we are adding constraints. We are adding constraints. So this procedure is very difficult. No problem. Again, create the table. If this leads to some confusion, alter table. Right now, you are not inserting any values. Then no problem. If you are not inserting any value right now, what you are doing? Again, create the table. Okay. Suppose see, alter table name department, add constraint. For example, my constraint name is FK, depart is my constraint FOREGREI. Yes, foreign key of SID. References, my table name is student SID on delete cascade space on delete 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 cascade. Hmm, this is I will move to the new line on delete cascade on update cascade. See, so executed successfully. Now DESC department. DESC department. Observe the previous one here. Here, this is in this what happened by using description. You are not understanding. When you understand, suppose if you are doing some insertion operation, and then after insertion you are doing some deletion or updation operation, then only you will get what happened by doing on delete cascade, what happened on update cascade. Anyway, I changed the table. Yes or no? What is your next aim? Once I changed the table, next to insert some values, insert into student values. Just for your understanding, first time I will write insert into student. What are the student? SID comma, I think name is not required. S name comma, what we given, I think email. Yes, email values. Why SID I given as a primary key, auto increment values. For example, student name Razu, my mail ID is Raju123. For example, assume some gmail.com. Raju gmail.com. One row is inserted successfully. The second row is inserted successfully. For example, so three rows is inserted successfully. Select star from student. Select star from student. Like this, three rows are created successfully. Anyway, inserting SID values are 1, 2, 3. Auto increment happened. Now insert into department. What are the things you given? Department name comma SID you need to give. What you need to give? Department ID is auto increment I given. So you need to give insert into department name comma SID values of, suppose give some values, department name some CSC, I given a value 1. Now insert SID. You have an error in SQL syntax, so spelling mistake only, that is not a problem. So one row is affected successfully. Now suppose create two more rows ECE. Select star from department. So clear. Now what happened till now? First to explain clearly, one student table is created, one department table is created. After that, I changed the department table with some constraint by using alter message. I will write down one query just for your understanding. Anyway, the query, what is the my aim? The two tables are interrelated. So based on that one, I write one query. For example, select some D dot department name or else D dot department ID, D dot department name, comma, student. Suppose S dot S name from from student. What are the department one? From department, same normal join. I am using some natural join. So what are the things I am getting? Department id. Okay. D dot department name. Now student name I am getting. I am required student name from department. From department D, join student yes. Join student yes. So what is the your joining condition on? For example, s dot sid is equal to d dot sid. So you are getting department ID, department name, student name. By applying the join operation also you can use. Anyway, even though foreign key is not available, that means till now you know the concept of foreign key. Once you understand join operation, one common column is there in two tables. Yes or no? Actually, that common column is I changed as a foreign key. That common column is changed as the foreign key. Now understand, very important. Back to the join. Even though common column is available, if you change anything in one table, it does not affect the other table. But right now, if you change one thing in one table, it will affect the other table. That is the point. If you understand right now, I am explaining one step. If you understand this one, then definitely I am trying to delete one reference. I am trying to delete one reference. Suppose see delete from student. Delete from student where sid is equal to some two. Press enter. Second, cannot delete or update a parent row. Now understand, compulsory it gives error. If gives error means that is possible. Actually, student table is there. Student table is there. So we have the permission to remove the record from the student table. But you are unable to see this one. Cannot delete or update a parent row. A foreign key constraint will fail. A foreign key constraint will fail. Okay. I think you understand my point. Previously, you can delete one table information that is not depends on another table. But right now, you need to depends on other table. Suppose delete from department where some SID is equal to 2. Now what happened? Deleted. Now select start from department. 2 is deleted or not? Now select start from student. Now observe here. So it is possible. It is possible. Here I am deleting this one, but you are unable to delete this one. If you want to delete, you can apply the different conditions. That is your task. What is your task? Create the table with some on delete cascade, on update cascade. So you need to apply that condition. For example, update student set sid is equal to 4, somewhere sid is equal to someone parent. Again, what you need to do? Same procedure. Child Based on that one, you need to update. Again, some more points are there. If you want to add, you can add. So add to the existing table. If you want to delete, you delete from the existing table. Everything, whatever you want, you can try. Okay, right? Here I given some basic idea. Now, what is your aim? Your aim is again create the table instead of alter only. Again create the table with the foreign key constraint. Now try to perform same update and deletion operation. Then you will get an idea. Okay, practice again, no problem. If you have doubt, I will resolve all your doubts. Now moving to the next point. I think you know what is my next topic. Indexes. What is my next topic? Indexes. So what is mean by index? What is the need of index? Concentrate up to know whatever discussed. All those are basic things. These are some add-ons to your existing one. For example, general scenario, I have one book. The book consists of some information. Generally, if you want to search one item, what is the procedure? At the beginning, you have some contents page, index page is there. We are checking only under the index. If your required thing is available, directly you are moving to the page. Suppose if it is not available, we need to search each and every page. Yes or no? Yes. Now, here also the same concept. The purpose of index is mainly to speed up operations. Mainly which operation? Select operation. Purpose of index is if you want to retrieve some data from a table to improve the speed of retrieval, we are using some additional field. We are using some additional field index. By using index, we can retrieve the information very fast. We can retrieve the information very fast, but generally that is inside, that is not visible to you. How much fast you are retrieving, that is not visible to you. Instead of blindly checking, simple example, your file is there, your book is there. Without index, how much amount of time you taken? With index, how much amount of time is taken? Exactly the same thing is done under MySQL by using the concept of indexes. By using the concept of index. Anyway, this index is applied to primary key. Index is applied to primary key. So up to now, auto increment 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. Similarly, you can apply to unique key, whatever it is, you can apply the index. The first I will explain how to create an index. Then you will understand one thing. No problem. So create table, some table name. Till now we are using student. Suppose the table name user, some user id, integer. Write down same logic. I am creating same set of table. Auto increment primary key. Okay, so remaining some fields are there. By default, is a primary index. This is a primary index. You no need to give the value. Automatically it takes the value. Here, if you want, you can give additional indexes also. Indexes for name of the index. Now, I will show you the creation, then you will understand. Mhm. 1 second. Create table. So you students completed, for example, take users. Just to avoid confusion, I am taking different name. Create table users, same user ID, integer, auto underscore increment, auto underscore increment space primary key. By default, this primary key becomes a primary index. This primary key becomes a primary index. Suppose I need some other variables, username, varchar of some 30. If you want to give not null, so give not null. Now, so to our completed user ID, username is completed. Suppose same email, some varchar of 30, not null. Next, if you along with the primary key index, I want to add a new index. Suppose it is your aim, you will write down like this: index within bracket. What is the index you want to give? Suppose user ID is completed, I am want to give username as the index. Username as the index. See, one index is created. One index is created. I think you got it. So generally, this is primary key. User ID is called primary index. This username is called regular index. This username is called regular index. Okay, now we have one more method way is also there. If sir table is created, initially table is created, but right now I want to create an index. Create, instead of table you can write index within bracket, which column, index name on table name with the column names. So we can create an index like this also. We can create an index like this. Create index, create index, name of the index. For example, STUIND. Assume this is my name of the index on student table, on student table column, student table, some s name is there. Create index, create index, name of the index, right, on the table name, student name. Okay, an index is created. So observe, previously student have no index. Right now index table is created. Everything, everyone is clear. Right now you don't know. For example, DESC users, DESC users, here you are not getting any information. Similarly, DESC student, here also you are not getting any information. But right now, what you understand, at the time of creation, you can give the index, or else you can use this one, create index, name of the index. Student index is my name. That means some alias names, or even though you don't know, you can ignore. Simply one index is created on the student name. Again the same thing. If you want to change, if you want to change wherever, the same procedure, alter table, table name. Suppose my table name is users, same, add. Previously we are adding the columns, here add index. If you are given any name, the name of the index, within that some username. So if you want, you can change. If you want, you can change. That is not a problem. That is not a problem. Now, what is your aim? First, just for understanding, insert into users. values of insert into users what are the users username email values, suppose username and value email. So one row is created, second row is created, third row is created. Now three rows are created. Now what I am doing, select star from users where some user, anyway you are get the anyway you got the answer username. Sir, here what is the use of that index? Till now I am not understanding. What is the use of index? Remember, the use of index is not visible to you. The use of index is not visible to you. Yes or no? It is retrieval. It is visible at the time of your retrieval operation. For example, if you want to give some large query, if you want to give some large query, then it takes some time for you. It takes some time for you. Suppose here I will explain. Select. Now everyone understand what happens here. Everyone understand what happened here. Here what is the meaning of explain? Before it gives the complete information. So selectors, the possible case, everything is done, everything is happened here. Now if you are creating, for example, select or from users where for example user id, uid is equal to 1, and not this one, why I'm doing, suppose sid is s name, s name is equal to raju, and from department consists of multiple table, from department where sid is equal to 1 and department id is equal to, one second, what is the department's previous ID? So with this I think there is no value. Select star from department, select star from student. Okay, now select star from department where sid is equal to 1, sid is equal to 1 and did is equal to 3, one record is existed, mtsh record is existed, sid is on sid is equal to 1, department id is equal to, okay, sid 1 no department id 3 combination is not available, for example 1. So anyway you are getting the value explain. See, here observe the previous index, the possible keys. Here observe the possible keys, primary key, FK department, references constant. Now what happens here internally? Internally, the purpose of explain is simply to give the complete information of how your MySQL executes the query. That is, whether it uses the concept of indexes or not uses the concept of index. Everything it's shown. Everything it's shown. How many number of rows? See this one row in the set. That means it scanned only one row. It scanned only one row. Clear? Now, if you want to get the indexes, show indexes from, see, we have two indexes, non in queue. Primary index is there. I already said or not. Primary is the one index. Username is, I written username as the index. That is a regular index. That is the regular index. Okay. If you want to drop an index, sir, I doesn't need any index. If you want drop an index, you can write the drop index also. Same logic. Drop index, index name. Drop index name on table use. So query okay. See, so that regular index is removed from the table. The regular index is removed from the table. Now, what is your task? I explained how to create an index. How to create an index. The purpose is at the time of retrieval operation, it simplifies the task. It simplifies the task. Cardinality in the sense it consists of two records. It consists of number of records, two records, everything is taken. Everything is taken. Okay. Now your aim is create some two to three tables and write down the larger query with the joins. Before that, write the explain. Then you will understand. You already completed joins. Use the index. Before that, write explain. Then you will understand how the indexes are helpful. Anyway, one important thing everyone need to know, generally the indexes main purpose is to improve the speed of retrieval. Suppose if you want to add, means if you want to add, that is inserting a record, updating a record or deleting a record, the indexes takes lot of time. Why? Suppose if you are adding a record into table, you need to add that record, along with you need to update the index also. For every change, index is changed. That means one additional field, additional task need to be done. You got it? So generally, indexes is used in a situation while we have less number of updations, insertions, operation. Table is almost created. Frequently, I am retrieving the data from the table. Such type of situations, you are using the concept of index. You are using the concept of index. Okay. Now the thing is, you have two tasks. One is one is create multiple tables, that is minimum two tables. Change how the foreign key with on delete, on cascade applied, on cascade applied. Second task is create a table with multiple columns, create an index and show indexes with big query. That is big query in the sense the query some consists of multiple number of conditions. Before that, write explain. If you create the tables with your values, then only you will get an idea. Then only you will get an idea. Okay, clear? Simply I'm creating a simple table indexes, it takes some lot of time. You need to practice by your own. This is an idea of index and primary key. Okay, fine. Thank you. Closing the session. So do practice yourself. Remember, attendance is not a criteria. Certificate is not criteria. Without knowledge, without things, even attendance certificates are very easy. Okay, we use explain keyword. Simple thing. Before the query, if you written explain, it gives the complete information of the query. See this one. Once here I given explain, where here one second. See explain. It gives the type of query from which table. That partitions means directly we retrieve the information. Our table is divided into multiple partitions. What are the type, possible keys, the length of a key, references. Simply the complete information is given in MySQL, not only indexes. Before any query, you can write a explain. Okay, this is okay. No problem. Fine. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.